Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a very quick video to show you how I created this very bold and graphic background using the Altenew Sunburst stencil. Okay, now I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock which is cut to 4.25 by 5.5 inches and a bunch of distress inks. I'm sort of using a rainbow kind of a color scheme. So orange and yellow, pink, green, few shades of blue, and of course purple. I just flip the card over to avoid the ink stain which I got on it. And now we are ready to start. So I'll just put away the inks. I always like to start with yellow because I feel that is the lightest color and also the one which gets very easily contaminated. So I'm just taking my blending tool with a bit of with the matching blending foam on it, and I'm going to start applying the color from one corner towards the center. The secret to getting a good ink blend is always applying layers of color. Now that the yellow is done, I'll move on to green. You'll notice I'm not taking too much effort to blend the colors really very well or even get a very smooth inking. That is because the kind of effect that I'm looking for, it really doesn't matter. In fact, it will add to the beauty of the whole background. You'll see when the background is finished. So I'll just keep adding the colors till I have a good blend and I have all the 7 colors on the paper. The panel is now ready. I know it doesn't look like much, it looks quite messy in fact. I will just go over some of the colors again to just darken them a little bit and blend them a little better. So this is the inked background. I gave it a little while to dry completely because and now I'm just sprinkling some water droplets on it to give it a more distressed look. I'm just going to leave it to air dry. Okay, now our beautiful colorful background has air dried and you can see the lovely distressing which the water droplets are giving it. So let's continue now. Now I've taken the sunburst stencil and what I'm going to do is use only one corner of the stencil. And one cool trick that I discovered was I added some repositionable adhesive to my stencil, and that has made it sticky, so I can just place it anywhere and press it down on the paper and the stencil stays in place without me having to move it at all. So now I've applied some desert night ink and I will just turn the stencil around. You can do it anywhere, in this kind of a background you can just play around with your stencil. So I've decided to start doing it on the opposite corner, and I'm just using a ink blending tool and an ink foam to do my blending. The darker color can be any thing. It can be a dark red, a dark brown, even black. And I'm not taking any particular effort to mask the edges or anything, because I want this to be a very artsy, very graphic kind of a background. So now I'll place it. I'm just roughly trying to make sure that the overlap isn't too much, and I'll quickly apply the color now. And as I apply the color, because the paper beneath is shaded and is of multiple colors, you can see a different kind of a texture happening here. There. And now to the final corner. So I'll just make sure that all the edges are covered, and I'll just place the stencil and just apply the last bit of color. And you can see how smoothly this color goes on. I hardly need to have any effort at inking it. And there, the last corner is also done. Let's lift off the stencil, and a beautiful bold background is now ready. You can see a close-up, you can see all the gradations of color and where the colors are mixing. And now this background is basically ready to create cards. I created 2 cards out of this. I will give a detailed explanation in my blog post on how I created these cards. So I hope you enjoyed this technique video, and please do give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and please keep visiting my YouTube channel for more. Thank you. Bye.